Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton here in the Lytham Golf Academy in the swing studio. Got an iron head-to-head for you here, and a few guys of you have been asking for this particular one. I've got the new Mizuno MP-18 MMC Iron, so the one with that little bit of titanium and tungsten in the head. New iron obviously just been launched by Mizuno, and that's going to go up against the Srixon Z565 model. So 565 Srixon has been out since the beginning of this year, or late last year, still current iron in their lineup. And is one of their more forgiving of the 3 iron options that they offer. Likewise, the MMC in the Mizuno is their more forgiving of the 3 MP-18 irons that they've just launched. So I'm going to put these irons head to head. They're both 6 irons here. The Mizuno one is 28 degrees of loft, and the Srixon is 27, so 1 degree stronger with the Srixon. Now, as I say, the MP-18 has got that bit of tungsten in there, titanium in there, so they're replacing the steel and replacing it with titanium and tungsten, which is basically moving CG, increasing MOI, ultimately forgiveness there for your missed hits. 565 is got a hollow sort of cavity at the back there, so a bit of weight pulled off back from the club face there. It's got that V sole here, a little bit of a wider sole compared to the Mizuno. It's got a sort of steel face there for faster ball speed, yet the rest of the body of the iron is forged. The Mizuno is a forged iron also. So I'm going to put these head to head, similar makeup of the irons here. Got GC2 HMT set up here, so obviously hit some shots. Let's get some data, give you guys a little bit of feedback on look, presenting it down by the golf ball, a little bit of feel, and then obviously we'll check some numbers out on the launch monitor. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Mizuno MP-18 Iron first. So this is obviously the MMC model, so they're more forgiving option of the 3 MP-18s that they've just launched. I have done a review of this iron on my channel already, so I'll put a little link up here and you can go and check that out if you want to. But 28 degrees of loft here for 6 iron, very nice looking iron as you present that down by the golf ball, very sort of sleek there, sort of medium top edge, so it's not the thinnest. Tiny bit of offset, but a really nice looking iron. So we'll give this first one a hit. Yeah, it's a solid strike. Nice ball flight. So I've got this screen set up on the simulator here, 190 yards away from the flag here. So as I say, these are both 6 irons, so I should expect them to hit that sort of area. So nice opening shot there, hitting the green quite close to the flag there, 180 yard carry. Okay, let's just give this next one a hit. Okay, that's a little bit lower in the face on the strike there. Yeah, just sneaking a little bit right. It's done well there though, to be fair. That's still got up there. Yeah, 188 carry there. I'm interested to see what's happened to spin number there. Yeah, spin number's dropped, so 4,700 down the spin. It's a bit of a low spin there. That was a little bit low in the club face there. Not perfect strike, but it's still done pretty well. So possibly that little bit of the tungsten titanium mix in there, just obviously making MOI a little bit more forgiving there. I know I've missed middle, but the results still hit the green at a fairly good distance. That's a lovely shot. Hit that one really well. Yeah, it's a good towering ball flight there. Just slightly pulled it, fraction, so gone a bit further. 194 carry there, really middle that. The spin is quite low there, it's quite surprising. I mean, I've just sort of put a little bit of draw on that, which should always drop a bit of spin off, but at 4.7 again, that's a good strike. It is quite low, so I guess these are squeezing a little bit of distance out here. Okay, so just going to hit the last one with the Mizuno before we move on to the Srixon. Yeah, again, nice strike there. Just pushed fractionally. Yeah, 190 carry there. So, it's a good iron. I've just seen a couple of different results there. Probably more me than anything there. A little bit of movement on strike. We've seen a little bit of difference from front to back dispersion of distance carry there. Obviously I've just had one where I've overdrawn it, I've just pushed one a little bit. Obviously that's just more me than the club. But in terms of looks, feel, it's a very nice sort of iron. So let's move on to the Srixon. We'll hit some with that and see if there's any differences with the numbers and performance. Okay, so Srixon Z565 in our hands here now. So obviously we know this is 1 degree stronger on the loft. We know it's got that steel hardened sort of face here for faster ball speed. So possibly with the loft difference and that maybe that face insert, we're possibly going to see some bigger ball speeds here than the Mizuno. But again, we'll have a look at that. Now, first impression there, as I put that down by the golf ball, it's a little bit chunkier. Okay, definitely seeing that top edge is a little bit thicker, little bit more offset there, but still a nice looking, nice looking iron for a. I know it's got steel face for a forged head. It's a nice looking golf club there. Just fills you maybe with a little bit more confidence with the size of the head as you put it down. Okay, let's get this first one hit here. Yeah, good solid strike there. Just pushed that fraction, just hanging onto the green. But felt pretty good. Quite a nice high ball flight there, 189 carry. Definitely feels that little bit, yeah, spun just under 5,000. Definitely feels that little bit harder off the club face. Probably just feeling that harder insert in the head here, but by no means a really, too hard a feel. It's still a nice sort of feel off there. I think you hear that little bit of that hollowy, echoey bit of sound in that cavity slot that's behind the head. That's a good strike again. Yeah, it definitely feels that a little bit firmer off the face there. Nice shot though, 190. Carry looks to be 189, looks to be stopping fairly quick there, spinning. Yeah, just on that 5,000 mark there, that's good. Okay, that was a tiny bit in the heel, that shot. It's done alright flight-wise, and it looks to be up there. That's quite a nice shot there, actually. That's coming out 188 carry. Definitely felt that a little bit heel, so possibly that little bit more forgiveness there. I think I'm definitely feeling that little bit more help. It looks like I've got more help, obviously just with that slightly thicker top edge, maybe a slightly longer blade from heel to toe. It looks a little bit more forgiving, and I know there's that pocket there and I can feel it when I miss the middle, but I just feel like the ball speed is still there, that accuracy was still quite nice there. That was definitely a little bit of a slightly low heel sort of strike there. Okay, so one more with the Srixon, then we can go and have a look at some numbers. Yeah, it's not a bad strike. Tiny bit low in the face. Wasn't perfect, but again, it's hitting the green. 185 carry. Okay. Right, so I think I found a couple of little bit different places on that club face there with strike, but maybe that forgiveness is just helping out a little bit there, which could be a good thing for you guys out there, possibly. So let's go and check some numbers out in a little bit more detail and see if there's any differences. Right, so let's have a look at some numbers here. So I've got the Mizuno and the Srixon. So club head speed, a couple of mile an hour quicker with the Srixon there. I didn't feel like that. Ball speed's exactly the same. So I'm trying to look at strikes here, and to be fair, probably today wasn't a great day for me swinging the golf club there. I think I hit some not great strikes with the Mizuno. You can see we've got like 124 to 134. Fairly big drop off there. That's just more me than the club. That's just where I'm hitting it strike wise. Srixon was 129 to 126. Couple of iffier strikes with the Srixon as well. So you could possibly say maybe not a bigger drop off with the Srixon than the Mizuno in terms of the fastest to the slowest. But maybe then you look at club head speed. It's producing the same ball speed there. So maybe a tiny little bit more efficient with the Mizuno. Launch is pretty much exactly the same. Spin, absolutely the same. Descent angle the same, peak height the same, carry 187 on average, exactly the same. Right guys, so there we have it, the Mizuno MMC in the MP-18 against the Srixon Z565. For me, two nice irons. Probably wasn't my best swinging day there strike wise. So maybe tough to really take some good results from, to be fair, from this particular test. But I think maybe looking at that, obviously see some very similar numbers in spin, well, pretty much identical in the launch, the ball speed, the launch, the backspin and the distance, peak height, and everything like that is exactly the sort of same really here. Maybe a little bit club head speed more with the Srixon. I think putting them side by side in terms of forgiveness, I'd probably say the Srixon's that little bit more forgiving, or it felt more forgiving. Having said that, you know, there was some good ball speeds with the Mizuno, so I think it's really going to be down to you guys testing. I think one thing to look at here also, I'll show you from this angle here, you can see the Srixon's quite a bit of a wider sole profile there against the Mizuno. Obviously it's got that V sole on there. In the Srixon, it's got that pulled back, obviously pocket cavity in the back. I don't know if you'll see that from there. You can probably just about see it down there, which obviously makes that sole that little bit wider, to obviously make that pocket actually physically there. But I think presenting them down by the ball, there's definitely a larger look with the Srixon against the Mizuno. That might sway you one way or the other. I like what Mizuno are doing in terms of this tungsten titanium here, so they're moving that little bit of weight away from or into the perimeter of the club to obviously make it more forgiving. We do see that little tungsten pocket here in the Srixon, a tiny little bit on the toe there. So again, that's doing the same sort of thing. Whether it's as much as the Mizuno, can see there's quite a lot of visual tungsten there in the Mizuno. So I'm guessing a little bit more tungsten weight there in the Mizuno than the Srixon here. But to be honest, both two good irons. Go by feel, definitely the Mizuno. Srixon did feel that a little bit harder. Forgiveness, possibly the Srixon there. In terms of looks, I did like the confidence inspiring look of the Srixon, but I think me personally, I do like that slimmer sort of look sat back behind that golf ball, so probably the Mizuno on that front. In terms of numbers, not a massive amount in it. Probably just goes to show you need to go out there yourselves, get fit, you know, you test these with the right shaft for you, the right makeup, with a good fitter on a launch monitor, you know, and see what works for you as an individual. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I always appreciate you watching the videos. Do hit that subscribe button so you get notifications of future videos. Comment down below, share it around, and hopefully I'll catch up with you all very soon.